Order, please. Distinguished senators, resume your seats.
Distinguished colleagues.
Resume your seats, please. Distinguished senators, resume your seats, please. Resume your seats, please. Distinguished senators, resume your seat.
Go back to your seat, please. Security cannot be discussed in the open.
Senator Maitaki, resume your seat.
Allow him to go.
Senator Maitaki, resume your seat.
Off the camera. This security matter cannot be discussed in the open. Let him go. It's not today.
To take a bow and go. Not carry. There's not. This is it. There is nothing no here. There is nothing no here. We have asked him all these questions before at closed session. Do you want to ask here? Mr. President is to rule. Most of the questions are security questions. Most of the questions are security questions. Not at this time. Can I read? Notice shall not be dispensed with in this case of a motion or in respect of any other proceeding for which notice is required except with the consent of the President of the Senate and the general assent of the senators present. Then when you go to closure of debates, section 58, after a question has been proposed, which I want to propose, a senator rising in his place may claim to move that the question be now put. So can I stop here just to expatiate? This is a chief of defense staff that had been in the system. He knew everything, and we are talking about security, and he's going to man a ministry that will be handling security matters for this country. Very sensitive. So I believe that we have had closed sessions with him severally, and some of the questions that will be asked here and the responses may not be well dispensed at this moment. So I feel we should just allow this gentleman to take a bow and go. Not carry. There's not. This is it. There is nothing no here. There is nothing no here. We have asked him all these questions before at closed session. Do you want to ask here? Mr. President is to rule. Most of the questions are security questions. Most of the questions are security questions. Not at this time. People want to appear on TV.
Order, please.
It's not appearing on TV.
Order, please. Order, please. Order, please. Okay, order, please. Order, please. Distinguished senators, resume your seats. Distinguished colleagues. Resume your seat, please. Distinguished senators, resume your seats, please. Resume your seat, please. Distinguished senators, resume your seat.
Go back to your seat, please. Security cannot be discussed in the open.
Senator Maitaki, resume your seat.
Allow him to go.
Senator Maitaki, resume your seat.
Don't off the camera. This security matter cannot be discussed in the open. Let him go. It's not today.
Senate standing orders. Senate standing orders 2023 as amended, section 62. Open to section 62. Whenever the President of the Senate or the chairman, as in this case, of the Committee of the Whole, rises, yes, if you are a senator, you know this. Whenever you are sworn in, we give you this. Not for you to go and give it to your children or to keep it in your closet, but for you to read and understand the procedures and the proceedings of the Nigerian Senate. Please, I don't mean to say something that will offend anybody, but I believe this is our own Quran. This is our own Bible. Unless you don't want to be a senator. Whenever the President of the Senate or the chairman rises during a debate, any senator then speaking clerk of the Senate, have you noticed that at that entrance there's a lot of noise? No, but there are people there. Sergeant at Arms, look at the people there now. Get their names down and we make sure that they are changed. Because they engage in too much discussion with senators and disturb us here. They are supposed to keep quiet and do their work, while they allow the Senate to have decorum. Whenever the President of the Senate or the chairman rises during a debate, any senator then speaking or offering to speak shall sit down, and the Senate or the committee shall be silent so that the President of the Senate or the chairman of the Committee of the Whole may be heard without any interruption. I tactically stood up so that those who are old senators will understand why I'm on my feet. Those who are young in the Senate will not understand. So I'm on my feet. Senator Musa, Sani Musa, your point of order is noted. I did not say rejected, but noted. The reason I say so is that the man standing in front of us could be regarded as a solution to the current insecurity in the country. And we are not here on our own. We are here representing our constituents. And our constituents would like to hear from him whether his appointment will enable them to sleep well, whether their children will be safe in schools. So we are not asking him questions because we don't like him. We're asking him questions because our constituents would have loved to ask him questions at a time like this. So if we come here and we do politics of bow and go, this is not a period we should say bow and go. Even Donald Trump is on our neck. We have not yet asked him what his response will be to Donald Trump, the President of America. He is not just anybody. Chief of Defense Staff, a nominee for a Minister of Defense of a country, and you stand up and say you should take a bow and go, with so many questions on the mouth of Nigerians, with over 200 Nigerian children in the bush, kidnapped and being tortured. His appointment is heralded all over Nigeria. with happiness because Nigerians believe he has something to offer. Give the man an opportunity to give Nigerians hope. Any strategic information on the strategy that you use to achieve your aims of securing the nation, you will not. And anything you want from this Senate or National Assembly to assist you to do the work, we assure you that we are available. Is that the view of the Senate? Yeah. So really, don't take it that we are not happy. We are all happy. We applaud, Mr. President, for your nomination. We have a lot of hope in you based on your track record. But a few questions are begging for answers. The Senate has just set up a committee to find out from the cry of the governor of Kebbi, who gave the order for the soldiers who had prior information that kidnappers were coming to the school. Is it St. Mary's School or where? Maga. And they went there and they even took the students to the field and taught the students what they would do when the kidnappers come. But 30 minutes before the kidnappers arrived, somebody gave order for the soldiers to withdraw from the school. And the kidnappers came and operated, and children were packed away. And the governor raised alarm all over. As the Chief of Defense Staff, former, now a nominee for the office of Minister of Defense, I want you to know that this senator has set up a committee to investigate who gave that order and why they withdrew to give access to kidnappers to take those children unhindered. It's something that people would like to hear from you. And as we speak now, Brigadier General Oba has not been found, whether he's killed or not killed. He made a phone call to disclose his location. Who gave those coordinates for the kidnappers or the terrorists to go and pick him? Those are questions begging for answers. And then somebody like you, as highly placed in security service, you have been everywhere. You have attained all the ranks. You come before the Senate and somebody is saying, take a bow and go. When you take a bow and go, where is Brigadier General Oba? When you take a bow and go, where are the children? How are we going to get the children back? You should make a statement on that. Please, I will not want us to ridicule the nomination of the president. The president knows why he brought him. And he has ideas of why he brought him. Let him also tell Nigerians what he will do in that regard. He doesn't need to disclose the strategy.
Point of order. Point of order.
Point of order, Senate Leader.
To order 8 sub 3 of our rules to move for extension of time to enable this Senate seat beyond 3 p.m. So that we'll have enough time to conclude on this confirmation hearing. I so move.
Have for the security situation in the country and the need for us to be very proactive in ensuring that we address them. So starting with the issues of General Uba, very unfortunate for a brigade commander to be captured and shown the way they did. It's really unfortunate and it's very painful. I want to assure Nigerians that we will not stand by and see terrorists have the capacity to do such. We're going to go after them fully, working together with all the security agencies and all the NDAs that I've said. We're going to investigate fully. So I know the Senate has established a committee to look into that. The armed forces also has a way. And then from the defense, we're going to make sure that we continue with the oversight over their activities. No indolence, no act of cowardice will be entertained. We're going to make sure that we follow them critically to see what they are doing from the commanders down to the troops. They must be professional. I was wondering how the general himself was alone when he's supposed to have his own troops with him. So there are questions that need answering. And I can assure you, sir, we're going to get to the bottom of this. We'll find out what happened, who are those involved, including that one for the children at Maga. It is unfortunate that the troops will be there and then will leave and shortly something happened. It is unacceptable. And I can assure you, sir, we're going to investigate and all those found culpable will face the law accordingly. And we'll make sure that we monitor all the activities of the armed forces and the security agencies, make sure that they remain very, very professional. Any information that comes will be treated adequately, and make sure that the troops also take action as quickly as possible. But I want to assure Nigerians that coming on board, having served 39 years all through my career in the armed forces, we have seen what is going on, we have understood what is going on, and we know what we need. All I'm appealing, sir, is that with your approval, once we come on stream, we're going to come back to you, sir, to show you exactly what we need for us to do better, for us to achieve success. We can win this war, but we must work together. We must get the support. Because I can tell you, not calling members, there are still a lot of gaps within the armed forces that is also mitigating against them be able to achieve success fully into what we're doing. And like I said, we need the state governors, we need everyone to be on board for us to be able to achieve that. So my assurance is, from day one, we're going to monitor and review all our activities, all the operations that we're doing. Where we have done wrong, we're going to take measures to address them. Where things need to be done, we're going to, and then we're going to come back again, sir, because there are areas that we need your support. And like Senator Lawan mentioned, the issue of funding. Without proper funding, it's going to be extremely, extremely difficult. But I want to thank the Senate again, sir, for all the support, but to assure Nigerians and the Senate that we are going to spend everything that is required to ensure that there is peace in Nigeria. Our children are going to be secured and safe, but it's going to be that all of us are working together in ensuring that is achieved. Thank you very much, sir.
Now we are happy with your answer process. Just even this morning, we are designating kidnapping as a terrorist action, and and then we have also prescribed death sentence without any option of fine. We are going this route because we want to give you the enabling legal framework for people to know that either there's deterrent. If they are not deterred, then let them go ahead and they will face death sentence. So we are prepared to give you all the support. Distinguished Senator Nengi.
I am extremely delighted, excited, like all Nigerians, about this appointment. Mr. President, this appointment looks like it. It looks tactical. It looks logical, and it is timely. The question I want to ask the General is, General, what is the problem of the Nigerian Armed Forces with technology? Example, why are we seeing these bandits with super sophisticated guns, and our officers are confronting them still with AK-47? Thank you.
Dr. Mohammed Ogoshi Onao. I represent Nasarawa South. Mr. Nominee, sir, I want to commend the Commander-in-Chief and the President of Nigeria, Senator Ahmed Bola Tinubu, for nominating you.
Senator Ali Ndume, after Senator Nawo, you are speaking, so just give 2 minutes before you go. I know you want to ease yourself, but just 2 minutes.
Sir, like the Senate President sitting as chair has said, and my other colleagues, to me, your nomination, it's based on popular demand. And I want to congratulate you for that. You have achieved a lot in your military career, and this is another chance for you to prove yourself. Such, you cannot afford to fail. to ask you what you are going to do to achieve this feat put before you, if confirmed, is like asking somebody eating food to drink water. As such, I know the Senate knows what you need to do. You know what to do. My only concern is that what the Senate President has said, there have been news of soldiers, brave ones, trying to confront the situation as it is, as it confronts them. Order comes from above for them to withdraw, putting the lives of our people in danger. Like the Senate President has said, you know what to do. We want to know a little bit of what you want to do. But my major concern is Senator Uzo Kalu mentioned on this floor one day that taxpayers' money is being wasted on training our soldiers. And because of certain appointments, young soldiers who have attained a certain level of career that their knowledge is being needed most are being retired. I didn't appreciate that then until when I saw the retired soldiers that accompanied you. When you say general this, general that, I didn't see anyone with a gray hair. And I feel sad that we are wasting such talents. If confirmed as a minister, what are you going to do to forestall such waste of talent? Thank you very much.
Thank you, General. I came alone today, so you have to answer the question of everybody. All the questions that would have been asked many people, they are going to ask you today. It's a difficult time for us in Nigeria, and that's why we are doing this. Distinguished Senator Adhering Dube, former chairman of Army.
Thank you, Mr. President. I know General Christopher for a very long time, and he is part of the generals that have been in the theater. The theater means the Northeast, where we all know is the epicenter of Boko Haram until now, that the Northwest has joined and other zones. I worked closely with the retired general, and in fact, our relationship has gone beyond official to personal. I just want to add to what distinguished Senator Ahmed Lawan said, and to also urge our colleagues to give this gentleman the optimum support. And this support is in the field of appropriation. And not only that, it is also important not only to appropriate, but to make sure the funds are provided as at when needed. We have been advocating, Mr. Senate President, and this Senate should do that the budget of the armed forces and indeed other important security agencies should be on the first line charge, and it should be released to them as at when due. This is not what is happening now. And as the former Senate President said, Hanum, I will repeat it now that you all know, Hanum Banza Bayat Okawuta. And it is time for me now, sir, to commend Mr. President for not only appointing General Christopher as the Minister of Defense after retirement as CDS, but also declaring this issue of insecurity as an emergency. And also just day before yesterday or so, the Senate passed a resolution advising Mr. President to rejig the security architecture. That is being done. Now what is remaining is to give the military and other security agencies what they need to walk the talk. Now back to the question. I'm constrained by what you said, that some of these questions should be asked in executive session. But fortunately, what I discussed, or my question to the minister now, is something that I discussed with him. Now that you have the chance to ask, because he told me that generals don't complain. If he had so, which is not what I will discuss, if you give him 6 months, if he doesn't get it done, he will drop the uniform. That time he was in uniform. Now you are a civilian. Now you can complain because you are no longer in uniform. As at the time, which is the tradition of the army, generals don't complain. So my question to you, my big friend, is will you ask for those things from your appointee, that is the CNC, and here you are before the Senate that promised to give you that support. So if you ask that question or you demand for that thing, I want to believe that the Senate will support you to get it. And that will mean that this issue of insecurity will be something that will be a history when we are still senators. Thank you.
Thank you. Accompanying the Chief of Defense Staff Emeritus and Minister of Defense nominee is